5. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of the official Kyoto by Night. Our scene finds us back at the tea house near the Seimei Shrine, where, well, one of the most interesting scenes we've had thus far in Kyoto went down. We almost had a near frenzy that could have destroyed one of the most ancient and treasured buildings in Kyoto. We had a tiger spit out her food on the floor in front of probably one of the most venerated members of the Protectorate. Um, yeah, the one that comported themselves the best overall was probably the Nezumi from the last group. So it's interesting to see where we go from here. So the instructions that will be given out as needed, but the basic idea is to show up to the Myomanji shrine, or I'm sorry, the Seimei shrine, and go into the garden that leads over to the original tea house of Sen no Raikyu, who was the father of the what is now considered the highly vaunted and venerated tea ceremony. So, as such, the area is warded off from the average person, no tourists today, as there are important officials having very important tea gatherings. And so, to reaffirm bonds, to take away status, and um, to take away the whole idea of status and rank, and to just simply be guests and hosts, we find three individuals making their way to the shrine, and we're just going to go from left to right. So we're going to start with Taro-chan, who, Taro, how is Taro versed with the tea ceremony?
I mean, not that much, bro.
Well, then I would suggest you roll your intelligence and etiquette.
Okay. Let's find out how poorly this is going to go. Come here, dice. Oh, boy, do or die. Here we go here. Oh, not fucking terrible as it could have been, but...
All right. So you know that the tea ceremony is about a 4-hour long affair. This one comes on the heels at about 6 p.m. in the afternoon, or 5 p.m. in the afternoon, after the first one that started at noon happened. And then there was about an hour in between for cleanup and preparation for the next group. So, as such, you know that the protocol of the tea ceremony goes as such. You go into the garden, you go over to the sukubai, which is a hollowed out stone bowl where one will wash their hands and rinse their mouth, a symbolic ritual of purification, and then they will sit in the cover or sit on a covered bench to basically soak up the gentle rustic nature without too many things in the way of flowers, to sort of let the mind and spirit settle into the rustic atmosphere and to be alleviated of the cares of the world so that one can go into the actual tea house as pure as possible. So what does Taro do to that effect?
So, this is the moment where my immediate temptation is to look at the 5x5 index card I've been handed. And say, he does that. Which more or less he does. But, I'll put my own flavor on this.
Mm-hmm.
He does look kind of fucking lost here. Like, these are things that he academically understands, and academically understanding things is never the most perfect fucking process on earth. So he goes through the motions And he has this general expression of just why the fuck has my life come to this? Like, how am I even here today? Even sitting at the bench, that's where he looks the most lost, is he's just staring at the knot water. And yes, he's a Hamid, but that little bit inside of him that's been there for over a year now, like, this is a bunch of knot water. I'm supposed to feel some oneness, but there's no. Seriously, look at the size of that pool. That can't fit me. What is this today? What is this?
Well, as the birds chirp and as the water pebbles along through the babbling brook that goes through the center of the garden, roll me your willpower, standard difficulty.
Okay, do you want current or like my max level or what?
You're permanent.
Okay. 7. Hopefully this doesn't end in a catastrophic botch. Oh, look at that. I squeaked by.
All right.
Just the one. We're setting a fucking trend today, Holmes.
While it may be hard for Taro to completely grasp it, Taro, you are filled with a certain sense as you sit there and observe of tranquility.
Okay.
And from this point forward, for the rest of this scene, all of your willpower rolls will be at a -1 difficulty.
Cool.
So, as we move over, we come to Jusan. Jusan, as you make your way up to the shrine, you rodent-born Nizumi, you, after your dance of the Hamid last time we saw you, go ahead and roll your intelligence etiquette.
Mm-hmm. Would would problem solver work as a specialty?
I'm gonna give it to you. You're a smart rat.
Let's see that. No, I'm not smart. It's
Not
a
today,
fail.
at least.
Not today.
So you walk in, you see somebody sitting there, waiting patiently.
Mm.
And you see the tea house in the distance.
Mm. Jusan will will go to the person. Go to the person as he's slightly hunched because he doesn't have really the habit of always being on hind legs. As he keeps scratching the back of his ears. Hello.
Hi.
Going to the tea house? Yes.
Yeah.
It too goes to the tea house. Great.
You get this blank look from Taro. Exactly this expression, really. Aren't you gonna, like, do the thing?
Thing. As he he thinks. As this two-legged creature is suggesting that I do a thing. Would I be able to redo an intelligence etiquette at a higher diff?
Yes,
as
sir.
he's trying to remember
Yes, sir.
the thing. Okay. Oh yes, he remember.
You are now remiss. You must go cleanse yourself. What have you done, you fool?
And he he squints his nose as he scratch it with one of his hands. Stupid humming thing. As he just go back and do the thing as he he wash. You watch as he has been told, even if he has eidetic memory, but this he thinks is completely bothersome information that is that is interfering with his work.
Okay. So you clean. You pour the water out of the ladle onto your hands. You pour some into your mouth, and then you drink it up and sort of swish it around, clean out your mouth, and then you walk your way back over to the bench. And now roll me your willpower.
Yes.
A calm sense of serenity comes over you as you sit there and observe the wonderful aspect of this garden, the sounds, the sights. It is Gaia's nature. It is the wild.
Yes. It
All
likes
around
it.
you. It is relaxing. And now we come to one of my favorite parts, as Lakumo makes her way into the garden.
Hmm. So she's just gonna kind of look around.
And at this point, because you do have clan backing, specifically the kinds that are into ritualized events, specifically the Tsukumotos, because they're not a bunch of thugs, you can roll this at a difficulty 5, intelligence etiquette.
It's really good because I don't have etiquette.
Oh, well, then you're a -1 dice. Have fun.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let me pull up my sheet real quick. Oh, because I forgot to show it earlier. 'Cause I'm bad. Oh dear. So yeah, nah.
At least it's not a botch. Like it could have been a botch.
Yes, and that would have been very, very bad.
Okay. Hey, Taro, looks like there's somebody else you gotta wrangle. There's another cat you gotta try and herd.
Well, in Secrets' case, Taro just gets up. Gets up. And it's not even a matter of him like trying to gently nudge her. It is, come on, we're doing the thing. And he just walks her through it.
She is asking questions the entire time this is happening.
And he's
Most of
perfectly
them.
he's perfectly happy to answer them too. Congratulations, Secrets. The multiple times you have saved this stupid asshole's life are coming back.
Yeah,
So what kind of questions is she asking?
Honestly, most of it is just, why do I have to do this? What is the point in this? I am clean. I am not a dirty spider.
It's symbolic.
Like a thing you're supposed to do.
But why is it a thing that I'm supposed to do? It seems...
No, because people have been doing it for like thousands of years.
But it's redundant.
Yes,
It's
it
something
is.
that the daimyo wants, therefore we do it.
I suppose, but I still do not understand why this is happening. Why I must do this.
You don't always gotta know why. Sometimes daimyo just says do the thing and you do the thing.
Yes, just appears so.
But I would like to know why I am having to do the thing.
I will buy you a book about it.
She just blinks and actually does not say anything about that anymore. Because there's no way in hell she's about to let him know she can't read.
This is gonna be the best blue booking later. So I'm gonna make good on that promise.
Okay. So Jai is led through the process of pouring the water over each hand, pouring a bit of water into her hand, taking it into her mouth to cleanse her mouth, and setting the ladle back down. Going back over to the bench and sitting down and sitting there to observe the garden and to unburden oneself of the issues of the day, the issues of her daily life, and be caught up in the tranquility that is the garden. Please roll me your willpower. Difficulty 7, because you are not a wild aspected spider. You are a weaver spider to begin with.
Okay. I kind of lagged out there and I didn't get any of
Please roll your willpower. Difficulty 7.
that. Okay, my bad. Yeah, not today.
Always one in every crowd. All right, so yeah, the tranquility of this all is just a foreign concept to you. You don't know why you're here. You're here on orders. Kieran seemed to think it was really important, and she imparted as much on you, but she was born a person. She was born a Hamid. These are things that just aren't within you to grasp, and as you sit there and you stare, perhaps part of your Ananasi side sits there and enjoys just uh, the simple grace of observation. But that being said, the spiritual unburdening does not occur to you.
So she will just kind of sit there.
Anybody got the impatient flow?
Nope.
All right then. We fast forward about an hour and a half. That's how long it takes to unburden one's soul, apparently. So, you all make your way over to the tea house, and you come to the side, and there's only one door that will allow you in from the side that you have access to. The Najiri Gucci, which is a narrow entrance, which is about 67 centimeters in length and width, is essentially a small door. Everybody roll me intelligence etiquette. And we'll see if you figure out why. Anybody know why it's like that offhand?
I do.
I do.
I mean, offhand, I
Is it-
bet you
is
still
it-
want me to roll.
Roll
Is,
it, Seto.
is it because Hamids are weird and stupid?
I guess from a rodent's point of view, yes.
That is exactly the
Yes.
reason.
Yes. I
But
knew it.
for you guys, because you do make the successes needed, the idea of going in through a door where you have to be on your knees, your back hunched forward, and your head lowered, you're entering into the tea house or the tea room in a state of humility. You know that this is done essentially by Hamid standards, at least, because two of you are feral born. This is done specifically to put off any airs of rank or status. Everybody enters as an equal, and for the time that they are in the tea house, they are considered equals. So, as you go in, one of you will shut the door. So, I am going to assume that Taro is the one that is sitting closest to the door. Meanwhile, Secrets and Ratatoshi are set in on the tatami mats, sort of in between the alcove. On the alcove, you see well, first off, let's see, tea house. Little door right there. That's what you went in. When you get into the room, it looks something like this. I'll remove this so you can see. On the far end, there is the alcove, and on the alcove is written in kanji. So, for those of you that have academics and can read, it is written in the characters of Wake Seijaku. And this essentially comes out to a proverb which means harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility. So, you all make your way in. With the etiquette roll, you all know to sit down on your knees, and you wait for about another 30 minutes. When the door opens, a woman of middle to slightly senior age opens the door just enough for herself to be able to move in. She slips forward on her knees and bows to the three of you.
Ah,
And
yes.
here we go, Steve, with that sick bow action.
I remember this one. Wow.
So everybody bows. Okay. And she comes in with a tray and sets it down. There's a cloth over it. She will then scoot back. She will bow again as she exits out of the room, and she will come back and bring in the instruments one by one over to the kettle that she needs to perform the tea ceremony. This is done in an all very highly ritualized manner. And what she does is she greets you all with a gentle smile and another bow, and then she will take the tray and pull the cloth off of it. And what you see is what looks to be a sweet sort of confection similar to mochi. Not the ice cream mochi, but just the rice dough. It's soft, it's palatable, and above all, it's sweet. And so what she does is she bows her head and holds the tray out to secrets. Secrets. Go ahead and roll me that intelligence etiquette.
Don't like this. Would my specialty in logical apply?
You know what? Yeah, I'll give it to you.
3 successes.
So what you know, or at least from what Kieran has imparted to you and how much this means to traditionalists, you are to take the tray and pull the napkin that Kieran basically put into your obi, which is the sash that's worn across the stomach. You are to place the sweet in there, and then you will bow respectfully back to her, and then hand it off to the next person, and it will be repeated until each person has their snack.
She will do that then.
All right. So you hand it off and you bow, and then guess whose turn it is?
Secrets. Taro had your back in the beginning, and now you have his back.
She will, as she was doing the whole bowing and everything, she was looking over at Taro, kind of trying to, hey, watch what I'm doing. You got this.
Teamwork. The two murder chimps will get through this somehow.
We got this.
Now, Jusan,
Yes.
go ahead and roll me your intelligence etiquette.
Hmm. Do. Yeah, if problem solver works, 4 successes.
Not problem solver,
Yeah.
but
No problem.
you know what? You know what to do here.
Success. Let's
Yeah.
still for success like that. That's all. And he's been observing like very attentively with his eidetic memory because he will steal that Kitsune T secret. I will fill everything with my memory.
All right. So
Yes.
you do the thing. You take your piece and you put it in your hand on the napkin that your kinfolk, your ratkin human kinfolk, provided for you.
Yep.
And you pass it on to Taro. Taro-chan, roll me your intel. Or you know what? You can roll it, but at a difficulty of 3 at this point because you witnessed 2 other people do it.
Watch me, bot.
Please don't.
It's happened already.
Watch me, nay.
Thankfully.
What? What? Difficulty 3? What? What?
He observed 2 people, and
Yeah.
Secrets said that she was like, "Watch what I do." So she had he had assistance. So
Goddamn monster.
you take your piece of your sweet snack, put it in the napkin provided to you on the very ostentatious napkin from your obi that was given to you with the Seto clan symbol on it. And then you know to take the plate and bow as you hand it back to Takemoto Dono.
The entire time, all Taro can think as this goes through is like, okay, nothing's exploded. No one's mad yet. I must be doing something right.
All right.
Or is he?
Why did the daimyo think this was relaxing?
Because he's crazy.
So at this point, everybody can enjoy their sweet.
Yes.
And everybody eats it, I take it.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
It is quite enjoyable. It is sweet. It is soft. It is chewable. It is malleable. That is very important for a certain someone here.
Thank goodness.
You will not go through abdominal pains later this evening by eating this.
That's really good.
Yeah, no, it kind of, as you chew it, it falls apart in your mouth because it is well-made mochi. And essentially, the sweet, as you taste it, whether you know it or not, is done to accentuate the mild bitterness of the tea itself. Now, once this is done, Takemoto Dono begins the actual ceremony of making the tea. She takes out the scoop, the bamboo scoop, and puts 3 scoops for each individual into a single bowl. And with a very precise hand movement, takes the ladle into the kettle and pulls out the steaming hot water. Of course, before having done this, she ran the hot water through the bowl and wiped it off with a cloth in a very sort of relegated manner. And she takes the tea whisk and she begins to whisk the tea until it becomes mixed, steamy, and frothy. She will then take it and bow as she slides it forward over to Secrets of the Tsukamoto. And at this point, I don't need to make you all roll again because you guys have succeeded in all of it, and no botches and no major distractions, and you didn't have anybody spit anything on the floor in front of one of the most respected and venerated members of the Protectorate. So you will know that you are meant to drink, or bow as you take it, drink, and then before you drink, rather, you know to take the tea, or the tea bowl, and you spin it around as the front was facing you, and you spin it 2 times, or rotate it 2 times. So that the front is not where your lips touch. It is a sign of respect to your host. Now, as you take your drink, you take 3 drinks. And after you're done with your drink, you take the napkin that is in the top of your kimono, and you rub it along the edge of the bowl, and then you bow as you place the bowl to the next person in line. So everybody here gets to now roll charisma and etiquette.
Oh no.
Oh God.
So we're going to start with Secrets of the Tsukamoto. Please roll your charisma and etiquette.
So without having etiquette, I'm still at a -1, right? Minus one
Uh-huh.
dice?
Yep.
I don't have any charisma!
You have at least one
I
charisma.
have one charisma, but that takes away from the one etiquette.
Oh dear.
Oh
Oh
God.
I
dear.
can't roll!
Oh
Negative.
Well
Bob, you're
then.
currently channeling Fluffy. I must warn you.
God. Roll negative dice.
Oh, I'm gonna roll some fate dice. If you can, if it comes out positive,
Oh god.
you can spend a willpower point for an automatic success. Oh dear.
Oh no.
You are considered to botch at this point.
Oh
Oh no.
no!
Oh no.
So now what I need you to do, Kim, is
Dear
I
God.
need you to roll me your fate dice. I need 4 fate dice. And
I feel like I should
you're not gonna, I mean, nothing's gonna go well, but there are degrees and levels of bad things that can happen right now.
There are degrees of not well.
Okay. I feel like I need to start praying right about now. Oh no!
Shit.
Oh no!
Ah, okay. Secrets of the Tsukamoto. Kim, my friend. Your dear Kumo. She
Reroll.
Just
your dear Kumo. You are so used to drinking body temperature fluids,
Oh no!
oh god.
Oh no!
but you're not used to drinking hot fluids. Hot fluids are not fun on your very delicate palate. This water has been put on coals and embers to become to a near boiling point. This is not something that you are used to, nor do you like, and it is far too hot for you to palate. So, what do you think is your character's knee-jerk reaction when the sudden panic of, "Oh my God, this is on fire! It is liquid fire! It is in my mouth!"
I think she's gonna spit it back out into the cup. Or not like not into the cup, but she's just gonna kind of
Spit it back out. Yep.
yes.
And so, the extremely venerated and the extremely well-respected Kitsune
I'm so sorry.
Takemoto Hitomi, known as Gakusei no Ryuku, or Ryuku Dono, the student of Senno Ryuku, who brought the tea ceremony into its traditionalist roots during the era of the Hideyose Tokugawa shogunate, well over 200 years ago. When this hot, boiling lava, glass-blown liquid touches your mouth, in that moment of fear and surprise and pain, you cover this very respected and venerated member of the Protectorate in a very thick green staining concoction of tea, because it's not tea leaves, it is made from a powder, and this powder is basically the green tea buds mashed down into a powder. So it is almost like a pigment when you spit it back out, a la Exorcist split pea soup, all over her, directly in her face.
Oh my god, I feel like I should just write up a new character now.
I mean, quick! You can always seppuku.
Taro looks mortified.
Secrets will immediately just kind of. I am so sorry. That was too hot for me. My body is not used, and I am. And she will just immediately start kowtowing. Because she probably knows how to kowtow really fucking well at this point.
Do you have any expression?
Oh God!
So
Oh,
consider this that you're trying to make things better, but you have a 0 dice pool, which is considered a botch.
She's doing it. Taro's
Secrets.
looking at this stranger like, what are we gonna do?
Secrets of the Sugimoto.
Oh, I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
You more or less jump on this old woman with your napkin in hand, trying to frantically clean her. But your feral nature also makes you try and lick it off of her face.
Oh no!
Somebody please stop her! Oh my god!
Like, at this point, Taro has no choice. He is stepping in to separate these two.
Thank you.
His big old fucking Yakuza arms are around Secrets, trying to pull her off. Like, he's not even making words in Japanese. It's just a series of horrified noises that are very undignified.
Secrets.
Secrets is probably
He's
making those
pulling
same noises.
He's pulling you away from doing what you think needs to be done to not dishonor your plan and your family. Roll me your willpower difficulty 9 to not turn around and flail at him.
Man, Secrets should have. Aww,
Oh.
I failed.
At least it's not a botch.
At least it's
not a botch. So it's flailing. It is not a full-out assault. Please tell me what she says when she tries to argue the point that she needs to get back over there and continue to lick this woman's face and try and dab off the green pea that she spat all over her.
Taro, what do you... One moment, sorry.
I mean, wouldn't she being in spider form would make more sense?
Okay. Hey, it was a failure, not a botch. Okay. But basically she's just like, Taro, what are you doing? I messed up. I need to fix it.
You're making it worse.
No,
I am helping you tonight. Like, so this is what this woman gets to watch happen: is Taro picks Secrets up, just pulling her away. He's a big fucking dude, so like not as big as Toturi, but still a pretty big guy at strength 4. He just literally picked her up, and this argument is going on with her in his arms. We're not helping. That's the opposite of helping.
Isn't that what is supposed to happen?
No.
It
No,
does.
it's not what's supposed to happen. It's not. It's not a big room. And Taro runs out of space really quickly to back away with.
It's a really small room.
So,
Yes, Damien?
As I'm watching this fun and wild interaction, because this is amazing. This is amazing. Like, Toshi's having the best time of his life. Like, this is the wildest thing that he has seen this goddamn Weaver place happen. He is going, however, to make a perception empathy try and basically on the old Kitsune.
You need 4 successes because the roll I made earlier was her
Okay.
her manipulation subterfuge.
Okay.
What is standard diff?
Oh, 4! Take that, Kitsune! Take that! You can have
Kitsune are not capable of berserk frenzy, but if you have ever seen a kitsune who looks incensed without showing it outwardly, you've seen one now. If it weren't for the fact that you, at least by reputation, know that this woman is extremely poised under pressure, she probably would have killed that Kumo the moment she started invading her personal space for what just happened.
Yeah.
But for now, that's not happening. She is sitting there using her own napkin to gently dab her face clean of spider saliva and tea. And at this point,
Best time of her life.
Takimoto Dono excuses herself, leaving the tea ceremony, which will now not be finished.
And so Takamo Dono's gone. We're just left there with the table and the stained tatami mats, because I imagine it was a bit of a spray.
Yeah.
And Taro finally puts secrets down.
Secrets just kind of sinks to the floor.
Okay. So this happened.
You are amazing. Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to drinking anything hotter than blood temperature. It was too
I'm
hot.
not the person you have to worry about right now.
This is so bad. I've tried so hard to do everything right, and just
Okay. We're gonna do some damage control. And by damage control I mean we probably gotta leave now. Cause she left. I imagine if she comes back in this room, we're still here. It's not gonna be a good day.
Yes. Kitsune-sama was... Well, she was well contained, otherwise would have died instantly.
it probably would have been better for me to have died.
Oh, did you know? No, you don't get out of this flippity dipping easy. I'm trying not to curse in here. Try real hard.
Many contrition will need to be had.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Excuses.
We're gonna have to figure some stuff out, man. But here ain't the place to figure it out. She left. We gotta not be in her house.
I should note, she left without collecting the tea instruments.
Uh-oh. Her stuff's here.
Meaning she left those very honored tools, which, by the looks of it, are about as old as probably Sen no Ryuhu. Probably something passed to her by her teacher. She just left them there, unattended.
Okay, so this is what's gonna go down. You two are gonna go. I gotta guard these because they're ancient.
Everybody roll me perception alertness.
Okay.
Oh no.
Jin-san hasn't done anything.
No, he hasn't. He didn't have the opportunity to.
I didn't have the opportunity to fuck up.
Well, you all managed enough successes to hear the sounds of bare feet coming across lacquered floors on the other side of that door, and it's 2 sets this time.
Oh no!
Go, Secrets, go!
And the door opens as you're going for the little door, and you see 2 people standing there.
Oh, I'm dead.
You see Tales of Rage and Kanzaki, the Kumo hating Kumo, who looks at you with a look of vindication on her face.
So, guys, what do you think my next character should be?
Like,
Play an
Yeah.
Izumi. Future isn't an Izumi.
so in the middle of this caught in the cookie jar type situation, I imagine Secrets is trying to scuttle out. Whatever
No.
way she can't know.
Because Secrets probably would have been like, man, this was my fuck up. I should probably not run away like a little bitch. So she's just kind of sitting there looking. For the first time, like, her face is actually showing a lot of emotion, and she looks horrified.
Taro,
You know what? I will give it to you, Secrets, because I feel like you've just literally got stamped on, and I don't like doing that to my players nonstop, unless they're Duncan, because he enjoys it. You would know that the proper etiquette at this point would to be drop yourself onto your knees as low as possible and beg for forgiveness at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's what she was doing first. Like, she wasn't trying to, like, lick the tea off of the lady's face. She was just kowtowing.
It's just so good.
That no expression, though. It doesn't help.
I mean, she's an arachnid.
For you.
Taro bows because they're
Yeah.
here and are likely his elders.
Yeah, Junsen bow.
And Secrets will be kowtowing.
And what is she saying at this point? This is very important.
She probably just says sorry a couple times.
Well, no, you were on a good vein there. This was your fuck up, right? They're
Yeah.
looking at everybody.
Okay, well, if they're looking at everyone, she will, sit back up and say, please do not look at them with that hatred in your eyes. I accept complete and utter responsibility for what has happened here today.
Tales of Rage looks upon you in her black kimono, looking like she is somewhat disappointed now. But her hand moves away from the Tonto blade that is in her obi.
Oh, I see how it is. If it had been Izumi, she would have killed me.
Do you say that out loud?
No, but he's thinking that.
She simply nods to Kanzaki, who comes over to Secrets and grabs her by the arm, somewhat roughly, to pull her up to her feet. And there's a sneer on Kanzaki's face as she looks at you, and she'll lean in and whisper to you. And if the two of you would like to roll perception and alertness, she'll
Oh,
just
yes,
say,
I would.
she's just going to say, always the true colors. We see how unfit you are to be here.
Oh, yes. I hear stuff.
You definitely hear that. And she will start to drag the Kumo out of the tea house, past the room where Tsukamoto is, or Takamoto is currently cleaning herself and tending to her very expensive kimono, which has now been ruined.
You know what? No, Secrets at this point is figuring she's about to go get, like, herself killed. So she will turn to the chick, still following her around and say,
Yes, you're correct. I have shown my true colors this past week, as I have gone and risked my life several times to do what is needed here. Sorry, I, an arachnid born, is not versed in these Hamid traditions.
Is there something I can roll to be more horrified?
Only if you put that on the quotes thread right this instant. In fact, I think we don't even have a quotes thread. Start one up, Bob.
Okay. Will do.
We do have a.
Oh, we do. Okay, find it, put it in there. I'll tell you what. Roll your wits etiquette to be more and more horrified. Each success you get is how horrified you are. If you get 3, I'll make you roll rage.
Oh, God. No! I botched my own horror.
Everything's fine right now.
You
Everything's
lose
okay.
sanity point. No, he loses sanity point.
You're okay. You know what? This was meant to be. If she can stand on her own 2 feet now, there is no question. There is absolutely no question that she belongs here. But if Kanzaki and Tales of Rage decide that it is time for her to go, it is how it was meant to be.
All right.
As for you, Secrets, Kanzaki turns to you, and it looks like she's about to pull out her own Tanto when a hand comes to her wrist, and she will shake her head. That is not the way this shall be resolved, Kanzaki-chan. And she will look at Secrets of the Tsukamoto. You, Spider-Born. I have heard of your deeds thus far, and you have indeed, over the past few weeks, been extremely helpful.
Yeah, Secrets will just kind of like be looking at the ground, point, trying not to make eye contact.
You are a member of one of the clans of Kyoto, and therefore enjoy a status of position and honor. Yes?
I do. I believe.
Then you do not wish to bring anything less than praise and honor to your family, yes?
That is what I have been trying to do.
This month's presentation cannot go without consequence. But as I outrank both the general and her soldier, and you are in my territory, I will decide how to punish you. She will look at the other 2. You 2 may leave. And Lakumo looks appalled, but is quickly ushered out by the general, who offers a deep and gracious bow to Takamoto.
Deep bow and bye.
Jusan will bow. It had very much fun. It is great. There needs to be more tea ceremony from now on.
Oh, no.
He will demand. He will ask for tea ceremonies. Like, it's his first tea ceremony from ever. Like, if all are like this is the best thing ever.
Is he saying that out loud right now?
Oh no, he's not. He's actually. I'm blue booking a report on that, and it's hilarious.
So,
As they leave, Secrets will kind of, bow her head and say, I will accept any punishment you see fitting for my horrible display of etiquette.
She'll take your lower jaw, in her hand to make you look up at her. What auspice are you, girl?
Oh, see, because I kind of like. Okay. Stuck in the Beast Court auspice?
Yes.
I am a leaf.
I see. Strewn about on the wind, silent and graceful in your movements. Yes.
She'll nod as well as she can with, her jaw being held.
She's not squeezing or pinching or anything like that. It is gentle.
Yeah, she'll nod.
What you have done here today is what many would consider a travesty. But you very willingly threw yourself into the line of fire to make sure that your compatriots, and I'm guessing by the Samebito's reaction, a comrade at the very least, did not suffer with you.
It was my fault. There is no need for them to be punished for what I have done. Also, you're getting really robot-y, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of figured we're getting to that point. From this point out, you will live here with me at the shrine for 1 year. You will be my disciple. You will do exactly as I say when I say it, and the only thing that can free you from it is your duty to the Hingyokai.
Yes, ma'am. But, or whatever the proper word is, the honorific in Japanese, because it's probably not ma'am.
In English, it could just be, yes, Lady Takamoto.
Okay, then, yes, Lady Takamoto, but, you do understand what I must eat, correct? I don't wish
Yes.
to do that sort of thing on such a lovely place.
I will take this into consideration and see how to best divide your time. I am understanding, and I know that you will likely have to return to your clan's home, at least nightly.
If need be, I am able to feed off of insects, but I would have to eat a lot. And I am unsure of how you would like the spider webs I would need to put up to capture my prey.
I rather enjoy the sounds of cicadas and crickets as the summer comes along. So, you will report to the shrine at 6 o'clock every morning. And you will start tomorrow by tending to the garden and cleaning the tea house.
Yes, Lady Takamoto.
And when that is done, we will teach you how to properly handle etiquette in the court.
Yes, ma'am. But I would ask that I never have to participate in another tea ceremony again. The tea was much too hot, and unfortunately, I am much too, or much more spider than human for my own good, even in this form.
Are you familiar with the concept of horseback riding?
Vaguely.
Do you remember what it was like to build your first web?
I do.
Was it perfect?
Not at all.
But now, when you spin your silk to capture prey, are your webs adequate?
They are as perfect as I am able to make them.
Then, like the spider who learns how to craft her webs properly, and like the horseback rider who climbs back up onto the horse after he is thrown, you will not be excused from tea ceremony. Instead, you will learn to become a paragon of them. Your recompense to me for this misstep will be that you become my student, my apprentice. And we will refine that palate of yours, both mentally, and she'll tap the middle of your forehead, physically, and she'll tap your chin, and spiritually, and she'll tap you in the center of your chest.
Yes, Lady Takamono.
Very well. For the rest of the evening, you are released from my service. I expect you here at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
I will be here.
And with that, she will walk back into her private room and shut the door.
Secrets is gonna turn to Taro and just kind of sigh and say, "Thank you for stopping me before I could make it any worse."
You're welcome. Let's go.
And unless there is anything else that needs to be done,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because she has everything that he ever needed.
we will call that a scene. Thank you, players, for playing. You have been most entertaining. And thank you, watchers, for watching. And Duncan, they didn't cheat. Good night.